Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another video of Cup of Joe Investing. Today I wanted to make a video about Electronic Arts or EA. I know it's been a while, I've been a little busy with college and calculus and whatnot, but we're back and better than ever at this very nice library. Now, you might know EA Sports are probably the most well-known video game maker in the world. They make titles such as FIFA, Madden, Battlefield, NHL, and they have a market share of 25% of all games sold on consoles. They also just released a very popular game called Apex Legends, which is free just like Fortnite and is also a battle royale just like Fortnite. However, the biggest difference is that EA did not make that game. That's right, many of the games that EA comes out with are not made by them. They essentially give funding to a lot of companies or merge and buy a lot of companies in order to produce more and more games. They have spent over $3 billion in their industry lifetime on 39 mergers and acquisitions that they have done. And whether that's a good deal or not is yet to be seen. In my opinion, I think that EA is one of the most hated companies in the world and is going to slowly start dying down and be taken over by indie companies. EA mainly makes most of their money from FIFA, mainly Ultimate Team, by selling you packs. Packs are essentially slots at a casino machine, and they are used in order to entice children and other adults into spending money in order to receive nothing. That's right. Just like the slot machine, the majority of the time you give them money and you don't get anything in return. In fact, the US and Europe are always continuously looking into EA and trying to see if they can make regulation which bans all online gambling in their video games in order to stop the madness. Because what happens is that all these children will go ahead and either steal their parents' credit card or spend more money than they're allowed to on these games, and they don't see it as gambling because they just see it as a video game. If you were to bring your kid to the Hard Rock Casino and say, hey, you like playing slots? I can give you money so you can play slots every day, that would be illegal and you would not be able to do that. However, EA comes off as, hey, well, we're just giving them the opportunity and they know what they're doing. Well, no, EA. The casino also gives you opportunity and the casino also lets you know what you're doing. In fact, the Netherlands and Belgium have already began to take a stand against EA and have banned all gambling in their video games completely, which is a great move. And hopefully, Belgium and the Netherlands can influence the rest of Europe, Australia, the US, and eventually the entire world into realizing that EA is running a gambling scene for kids. Another reason that their company is gonna start to struggle is because in the video game industry, it is very hard to create a business moat. A business moat is something that separates you from your competition, that makes it very difficult for another company to overtake you. Usually this would be in research and development, in marketing, in brand. However, EA, number one, has a lot of research and development, but not into their games, not into the gameplay, but into what makes them money. What makes them money? All of the packs, all of the advertising, all of the shiny cards that they put out there for kids to want and end up spending money on. Also, a lot of indie games such as Fortnite, which is free, and other small games on PC are being able to compete with EA without nearly as much research and development being put in. Thus, you end up with a game like Fortnite, which came out of nowhere and has more users playing than EA games. Also, a lot of their games are just bad, Battlefield, I played for a month and a half, and stopped playing. A lot of people didn't even buy Battlefield because it's $60. Meanwhile, you have Fortnite, which is free and appeals to the kids. And then if you're an adult, you usually play more sophisticated and better games than Battlefield, right? The only thing that's still keeping them alive is all the licensing they have for these sports games. Of course, through FIFA and Madden and NHL, they are the only ones that are coming out with these games. So they don't have to improve them because no one else will come out with another one. If they had the option, if the consumer had the option to choose between a EA video game and any other video game, they would choose the other one because EA is hated by the community. There is a lot of hate in the consumers of FIFA towards EA for, number one, putting out one of the worst gameplays in the history of sports games. It's unplayable, to be honest. They came out with a game that it almost seems like they didn't even test it or play it themselves because the game is trash. In other words, there's a lot of EAs in the community. If you go on YouTube, there are multiple videos of people, EA sucks, FIFA 19 is terrible. I think from a FIFA user, I've been playing for years, the game is only getting worse. And the reason is because they don't care about gameplay. They don't care about any other mode on FIFA that isn't Ultimate Team, because Ultimate Team is what is printing money for them hand over fist. So why care about anything else than what's making you money? Also, if EA continues to focus only on Ultimate Team and not their gameplay, and it just happens to be that a lot of this regulation that is in talk about banning all the gambling and packs on Ultimate Team comes true, then suddenly they're going to have a terrible game that doesn't make them any money and is going to be in prime position to be taken over by someone who actually cares about their users. That's it for today. I just had to let you know that EA is a terrible company, and in my opinion, their stock is around $100 right now and should really be around $70, $60, and hopefully one day they'll go bankrupt. That's it. I hate EA, hate everything they do, and I've opened so many packs on FIFA, and the best I've ever gotten is a Sergio Ramos. You know how crazy that is? There's multiple videos on YouTube of YouTubers spending thousands of dollars to get nothing in return. This is where I'd rather go to the casino and play poker or blackjack because I'll make more money and more happiness and more return. However, I don't, because I'm not a gambler and I don't spend money I don't have. Never spend money you don't have on video games, especially on EA and especially on FIFA, because you'll be highly disappointed. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, let me know what you think about EA. Do you hate them? Do you play FIFA? As always, make sure to subscribe. Leave a like if you hate EA. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.